Hi there, I'm Andy Hillier, and in this lesson I'm going to teach you how to play the theme from Indiana Jones. It's a really easy theme that can be played on electric guitar or an acoustic guitar or a classical guitar, it doesn't matter. Just before I teach you it, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, and give me a like on the video as well. Okay, so let's get started. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines that we need to get through. So the first line sounds like this. Okay, so we're going to start on D2, then D3, then open G, and then B1. So the first phrase goes, so that's from the very beginning, first 4 notes. So that's the first phrase, and then we go D, D2, D3. So from the very beginning we've got and then we've got open G, G2, open B, and then E1. So that phrase from the open G goes, and then we've got G2, then B, B1, B3, and then E. So let's play from the very beginning up to open E string. We've got 3 beats rest before we start playing. So it goes 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. And then we've got D2, D3, open G to B1. So let's go from the D2, then B3, E, E1. So that's then 2 G strings, and then E string, B3, G, and then E. They look almost like they're at the same time, but the G is first and then the E. We're on bar number 8. So E, B3, G, E, B3, G, E, bar 9 now, E, B3, G, E, B3, and then we've got D2 and D3 to finish. The last 2 bars sound like this. And slowly it's so let's try and do the whole line nice and slowly after 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. Okay, the next line is basically the same thing, starting sort of from the second bar of the previous line. So the second line goes. But the last note is different, it's got an open G string. So hopefully that should make sense. So first line and second line exactly the same, apart from you don't have a little pickup. The first bar was on the previous line and the last note's changed to a G. So hopefully that line should make sense. Let's go to the next section then, the B section. We've got this. So let's play the last 2 notes on the previous line. So we've got D2, then G, and then we're going to start this line. So it goes. So before this line, we've got a D2, G, and then we've got a D3, starting this line, and then D, D3, D2, G, and then E. You want to try and stop that G string ringing when you play that E, or else they ring together and it sounds wrong. So you've got, remember the 2 notes from the previous line, which is D2 and then G. 2, 3. And then it goes into the next bar, D2, G, D3, D, D3, D2, G, E. So it's kind of like the same idea. And then B3, E, E1, B3, E1, and then we've got 4, 3, 1 on the B string. Then 1, 4. So let's try and play from the beginning of that line up to that 4. So we're going to up to bar, not including 24. 2 notes before it are G, D2 and G. So you got 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. And then this little bit, this is the trickiest bit of the whole thing. We've got B3, and then we're going to go D5, D4, D5. So you got, it does that again. Then the B3, and then this time it goes G5, G4, and then G5 into the next bar. Then last 2 notes on there. So let's try and do the whole line. We're going to play the 2 notes previous to this line, which is D2 and G. So ready? 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. On to the next line. It's similar to the previous line, but slightly different. So we've got the D3, D, D3, D2, G, E. So from the beginning of that line. And then D2, G, back to the D3. Then it changes this time, it goes D, D3, and then D1, D, A3. So that goes. And then D2, G, D3, D, D3, D2, G, E. And this is where it changes as well. It's slightly different from the previous bit. We've got B3, E, E1, then 3, 2, 3 on the G string. So it goes, and does that again. Then E1, and then fret 4 on the B string, and then fret 3, and then fret 4. So let's try the whole of that line nice and slowly. Hopefully that's making sense. Ready, and 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. On to the next line. It starts with the same. The last 2 bars are the same as the first 2 bars of this. Goes, and then it does the same as the first bar again. But then the second last bar is B4, G1, G, G1. So then does it again. Then the last 3 notes are B4, E1, E3. So the whole of that line goes. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's see if we can do the whole thing all the way through nice and slowly. After 3, 1, 2, 3. Try it up to speed. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Something like that. Well, hopefully you've enjoyed this little lesson. If you have, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier. If you could give me a like on the video, that'd be amazing. And leave me some comments in the comment section as well. Thanks for watching this. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.